Hello everyone, Tutu Mora here with The Why, bringing you tools to feel well in your body, mind, and spirit. Today we're continuing our kind of coping tools for dealing with stress. And so today we're going to be kind of pulling from something that a lot of animals do intuitively, which is after they've experienced some stress, they really just sort of shake it off. And so that's what we're going to be doing. We are going to be moving stress and tension out of the body just by some shaking. And so what I would invite you to do, we're going to do this for about 3 minutes. So I would invite you to choose a song that you've been liking a lot recently, something that has kind of a upbeat tempo, and turn that on for yourself while we start to mindfully shake, and then we'll move on from there. So we're going to do a couple different things today. So you don't need any props except for your song, which I would invite you to turn on, and then you can stand up. So I've got a yoga mat that I'm just going to stand on because it's a little bit more comfortable for my feet, but of course do what works for you. And I'll leave the camera as is because I want you to be able to see my feet, not necessarily my face here. And so what I'd like you to start doing, I want our shake to start from the bottom up so that it kind of reverberates up the body. And so let's just start by bouncing on the feet and letting everything else just be loose. So taking that, just you can sway, let your body move, kind of however feels natural to move. And if you feel like you've been kind of locked up and rigid, just let yourself have a minute to feel that movement moving through your body. So continuing to bounce on your feet. You can practice kind of shifting your weight from one foot to the other so they both kind of loosen up and get used a little bit more equally. You can add in a little twist, play around with this, just letting the arms be loose. Now, if you're sitting in a chair and you don't have the opportunity or the capacity to get up to a standing position, you can start with your hips, just moving from the bottom up so that that wave moves up your body. You can start to get your arms moving here. And really just let your body move. If you feel there's a place that is kind of stuck and isn't moving with the rest of your body, you can just give it a little wiggle, allow it to join in the kind of collective shake. You can come up onto your toes and make that shake a little bit bigger here. You may want to wiggle out the top a little bit as you wiggle out your legs. And while it may seem silly, it is such a simple and effective way of releasing tension. You know, take a look at your pets if you've got them. They intuitively just shake out after a stressful situation. Give your wrists and hands a little bit of an extra. And we'll take it just for a couple more minutes here. Just checking the time. Okay. So let's take it for one more minute here. Or of course, if you've got a song playing, you can finish up your song. Maybe that comes into a little jumping. But just let yourself find that movement that feels right for you. All right, so slowing down that jump and that shake and bounce. As you stand here now, just kind of feeling how you're feeling after that shake. find a space in your body that's still feeling like it needs a little extra. So maybe this is through the hips, maybe it's through the shoulders, the chest, maybe it's through your head, but just giving yourself a little extra shake. So letting yourself literally shake off or massage out any extra tension. So say it's in the shoulders, just let that movement come down the length of your arm, down to your wrist and hand, shaking it out, taking that to the other side. Now you can do this with your legs, can do this with your scalp. Let yourself attune to where that stress is being held in your body and attend to it. It can be a really nice practice in kind of listening to and attending to your own needs. And so just moving that out. Shaking it out. All right. So as you're here, once again, after you've kind of shaken out any extra tension, give yourself a moment just to stand and feel how that feels. Feel how that feels compared to when you first started this video. Noticing how much more space you have in your body, noticing how much more relaxed you might feel, able to breathe, able to just naturally, without consciously having to change your breath, how much more deeply you're able to take in that breath. And so let this practice work for you anytime you need to break up your day, anytime you just need to literally shake it off. Give yourself that time to do so, and yeah, it's going to make a difference in the rest of your day. So once again, thanks for joining, and I'll see you all back here next time on the Wise YouTube channel. Take care.